everybody. Welcome back to my whatever. It's been a little while since I've done one of these. I've had it, this specific video, I've actually had planned since before school started, which I guess technically still in some places. School hasn't started yet. I don't know what my ponytail's doing. Whatever. It's bugging me. Anyway, had before school started, but technically not everywhere has school started yet, just because my Rugrat is in school doesn't mean everybody's in school. So this is my thought on school supplies. You can agree, disagree, whatever, it doesn't matter. This is just my opinion. Okay. So every year, at the beginning of the year, parents are given a school supply list. Okay? And a lot of parents want to complain, which is understandable. I mean, I spent my child is in kindergarten, and I went to the dollar store for almost everything that she got, but she needed like 5 of these, 10 of these, 6 of these, things like that. And a couple of things the dollar store didn't have. And then as far as getting her new school clothes, I had to actually go to like Target and get her brand new gym shoes and strappy sandals that would stay on her feet. But I went to thrift stores for her actual school clothes. So anyway, in total, I spent like $200 plus on school. Okay? So I can get the complaint. Now, luckily, she had a lot of hand-me-downs, so I didn't have to get her a lot of clothes. But the problem isn't clothes. The problem is the school supplies. People are arguing that the school should supply it. Well, here's the thing. The reason you need to buy 10 glue sticks is because Jimmy in the class might not be able to, his mommy and daddy might not be able to afford glue sticks. So you are buying the 10 glue sticks that he could maybe use if he doesn't have any. Okay? The point is to buy as much as you can, definitely different varieties. Don't get 10 glue sticks and think no notebooks. But is try to help the kids who can't, because the things that aren't on the, because there are plenty of other things on the list that your teacher, your child's teacher, is supplying. Because sure, you're buying 10 glue sticks, but how many glue sticks has the teacher bought for all the kids? Thought I heard somebody outside. I'm in my kitchen, by the way. So for all the 10 glue sticks you've bought, the teacher has bought like 2 glue sticks for every child or more. You buy 1 pair of scissors, she's bought like 20 pairs of scissors. You know, all the decorations that are in the classroom, she's bought. The supplies that are actually needed for projects, like if your kid is in like elementary school, like the construction paper and the pipe cleaners and all the fun stuff. My dog is acting funny now too, so I feel like there's somebody outside somewhere, but whatever. Anyway, my point is that I get where parents are coming from saying that they shouldn't have to buy the school supplies, but the problem is what you're not buying, the teacher is buying, which is also wrong. So I've seen both. I've seen people complain about having to buy stuff for their children. And then I've heard teachers complain, you shouldn't complain that you have to buy these 25 things because I'm buying this, and this for your kids and all the kids in my class. So I don't want to hear that you spent like $200 on school this year when I spent thousands to get my room ready. Okay? I understand both aspects of this. My thought is, I am paying taxes for the schools, okay? Every time they put on the ballot for a school levy, the school levies are for the sports and the extracurriculars, which I understand that they need, okay? I understand those are very, very important, okay? By no means am I discrediting extracurriculars. I wouldn't have made it through school without extracurriculars because I don't like having to sit still and listen and learn. I like to be able to get up and be active and do fun things like I liked. In elementary school I had like drama and dance and art and I didn't like gym. But that's because I'm not a very competitive person and I'm kind of a little lazy. But I was in music. I loved all of that. So by no means am I discrediting it. It's just I feel like every time we get school levies, it's for those and they're not for the things that the kids need in the classroom to learn. Like, I live very close to a high school, okay? When I was in high school, the football field that they had, the regular dirt and grass football field, they ripped it up and used one of their school levies to put down AstroTurf. Was that needed? No. Because I was in color guard at the same time that they were putting this up. So, every day I had practice and I had to go to the band room. There were 2 doors into the band room. The one door was completely broken. Like, you could not, like, the handle didn't work. The door was forever shut. You couldn't get it open. And we were thinking, the football field was fine the way it was with the dirt and the grass. I mean, sure, the football players got a little muddy, but that's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to watch them get muddy. Everything being like plastic grass and rubber dirt now was just stupid. Like, the fun of it was them getting dirty. Anyway, so I remember being kind of annoyed that the school took the levy money and put it towards putting in the AstroTurf when they couldn't fix something as simple as a classroom door. And then I'm thinking about all these teachers that are buying all these supplies, you know, all the teachers that are buying all the paper and the scissors and the extra pencils that they shouldn't have to because your kid's supposed to bring them in. But they're buying them anyway, and you're buying them because it's on the school supply list. The school should have a set amount. That's what the levies should go for. That's what my taxes should go for. Not the AstroTurf. It should go for school supplies. So that way they have everything. That way, if you want to buy something specific for your kid, like you want your kid to have, like you're still going to buy the pencil box and the school book and the book bag and the lunch box, but like your teachers should be able to supply the pencils and the markers and the scissors and the glue and all that, but not saying that the teachers should be able to supply it out of their pocket, out of their own paychecks. No. The school board should be giving them money that is enough to cover the things that they have to have in their classroom for the year. Then at that point, then if the teacher wants to go out and buy like decorations and fun, fancy things, then they should be able to do that. They shouldn't be like, oh, it's going to be really hard to decorate my classroom this year and find, you know, posters that, you know, the kids would find, you know, attractive and inspire learning and all that. It's going to be really hard to afford that because I gotta buy pencils. That shouldn't be a problem. That should be in the school's budget to supply for the children that they are teaching. Children have to go to school. Like, it is required by law that children have to be taught in some manner. Either they have to go to public school, private school, homeschools, whatever. Because by law, you have to go to school. So, to me, that means that the government should require that the school boards be able to afford it. Like, maybe the government should pay for school. I don't care, okay? But I don't think that, like, I'm not by any means necessarily complaining that I have to buy school supplies because I am able to afford it for Rugrat. But my thought is that there are a lot of parents out there who are barely paying the school fees, which I know, depending on what grade and what school district you're in, can be from as little as like $30 to a few $100s. Okay? But, and that's like 1 year at a time. You add all the years together, that's a ton of money, but you shouldn't be paying it all at once. You should be paying it year by year. But I know parents that scrape by and having to go get 10 glue sticks and 4 bottles of glue and 12 number 2 pencils and a specific size pencil case and, you know, 4 notebooks and 2 folders. Like, all that can be hard for some people, and parents shouldn't have to pay for it. Teachers shouldn't have to supply a ton extra in their classroom just in case little Jimmy's mom and dad couldn't afford it. Okay? They shouldn't be... Okay. Teachers should be supplying it, but not out of their pocket. I don't want to get anything started. Yeah, that's just my opinion. I know I'm kind of rambling about it, but that's just how I feel. Like, if I wanted to buy my daughter the sparkly pencil or something like that, then I should be able to do that, but it shouldn't be required of me that I have to buy these things. But that also shouldn't mean that if I don't buy them, that falls back on the teacher to have to take money out of their pocket to pay for my kids' stuff. That should be in the school budget every year. Be like, okay, we have this many kids coming in. These are the things that they're going to need. Because I do know that there is a budget that the school does have for school supplies and things, but it's clearly nowhere near enough. And when they are more concerned about about AstroTurf than their students having enough supplies, that to me is ridiculous. My whole original point was I should be able to buy school supplies if I want to, but I shouldn't be required to. And by me saying I'm not going to should not mean that Mr. or Mrs. teacher, whatever, has to buy the stuff. The school should be able to supply what is needed for the classes. Like I said, I meant to have this out a few weeks ago, but I plan to go edit it right now and get it up today. So, click the like if you liked it, comment if you feel like, subscribe if you want, because I would really appreciate it. And please share with all your friends, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.